And welcome back to Division 2, last day of Summer Split as the light is just shining out
Yeah.
there. This is getting complicated. But we're going to jump into the second game of the day. It's going to be Raid versus Rising Dawn. Quite important because Raid are still trying to fight for that second seed versus Light Side. So if they win now, there's some sort of tiebreak, and we need to talk about that as we move along in the day. But also, Rising Dawn are already secured for playoffs after the defeat from Garb Gaming. Then we have a face off between Domino and Unique looking for the fourth seed, which we talked about it. First and second go straight up into winners finals. Third one will be able to pick one team between the fifth and the sixth to start the matchup on the losers bracket. And then the fourth seed will take the remaining team that the third team didn't pick. So this is how the brackets are going to work. It seems like it's complicated. It's way easier than it seems. But yeah, we're still looking into the top two seeds, which are quite important, I would say.
I don't know, man.
You
It's
don't?
it's still complicated for me.
It's no, it's so
After
easy,
all this
Saladi.
time,
Ah,
I'm trying, to break it down, but still, maybe it's because it's too many numbers there. I don't like numbers.
oh,
But
okay, okay.
what I like is
Circuit
drafts.
select. Yeah.
So let's go into the draft rates. Is going to be on the blue side. So let's see what they will start with. There are still some things that we really want to see from both of the teams, but as we're going into the bans, Akshan is going to be completely removed. Haven't seen him for quite a long time, but whenever he goes either top or mid lane, he is a pretty crazy thing to play against.
But it's Denzel. That's the thing. It's Denzel. You don't
Yeah,
want to give him his
right.
action. Capis is
Alright.
also taken away. Azir for it all, and the Casio as well. The top lane matchup should be an interesting one. Vungstead versus Curl. We've seen this before. This is going to be a spicy game because this is also a trailer of what could happen on playoffs themselves. These teams can still face each other on playoffs. I know Rate is looking into the top team, into the top tiers of the seeding, but if they lose today, this could even be our first match of playoffs if a Raid decide to pick Rising Dawn. So Serafine or Solari, should I say, is picked yet again. Bankstead knows everything about this. Lethality items were buffed, Bankstead. I'm just
Yeah.
letting you know.
Actually, in 12-12B, I believe they were buffed quite nicely, so you could go with something like that. Actually, the last bans from both the teams were for the bot lane, so something interesting could happen there. But wait, is it locked in?
It is locked in. It's
Oh my
really
God.
early into the pick. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, I
already
see.
opening your cards like that. Okay, so we have Zac in the jungle. And we have Samira on the bot lane with Inferno Trigger. This is going to be the team comp that wants to go in and kill everything on the spot and can actually score some very good wins on the bot side. Well, if paired with a good support, what is going to go there and bot with her? I really want to see. That's going to be my question.
It's still a flex. Oh, finally, there you go. The biggest counter. Samira is stopped. Zac is stopped. S tier picked jungle. Good luck.
But you promised to tell us about what can be.
There's a
taken
Zac
against
picked.
Poppy.
So, unless this is a Zac top or Zac support and someone picks a different jungler, if you want to counter the Poppy, take the Skarner.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This.
That is the big counter.
Wow. Okay, I need to think about it, but I already love the idea. But in the
When
meantime,
Poppy goes in Solari, it means that
Yeah.
Poppy wants to do something, to get the stun. Instantly,
Yeah.
Skarner stuns it away. So you can't stun that one. So Skarner has the upper lead. But if Poppy throws Skarner away, you can see the animation and click R, and all of a sudden, Skarner brings
Do you
Poppy
take her
into the
with
middle.
you?
Yep.
Oh.
It's a big counter. It's a
okay.
big counter, so I'd like to see that. Wait. Shaco is picked! Shaco is picked! Shaco is picked! So this means either we get a pink ward on the top side, which means Shaco goes top to face off versus Yone or something like that, I don't know. Or we get to see Shaco support, or we get to see Shaco's jungle, which means that the Zac is a flex pick. Oi, I'm enjoying this so much.
I don't know what I want to see more, but maybe I want to see him on the bot lane because Samira Shaco can completely dominate the bot lane. They can completely destroy everything that's going their way. Just the bot laners of the enemy team, we kill them. The enemy jungler wants to come and join the fray, we kill him too. We take everybody with us. These could be very explosive, but let's see because come on, it can be flexed. At least 2 picks here can already be flexed, however you want them to go. So what else is going to be thrown in there? Because the last 2 bans are going to be the Gna and the Olaf for the top lane, making sure there is no early stomp available as well. But everybody's actually looking at the top lane because Darius is also going to be removed, and Gwen, who was just buffed in this very patch, is also out of the game.
So I think this is going to be a Zac in the top. If they're taking away these sort of picks, you don't want to give any sort of poke or early pressure in favor of the top line. So it could be a Zac top, but you still don't know if Yone is going to be the one being picked up. Errol is a player of Yone, we know that, but it could be a flex for Curl. Even Poppy could go into the top.
That's
So
Camille
they
top.
bring even more dashes versus a
Yes.
Poppy.
Yes, I have questions. I have very big questions, but that is Camille for the top lane. Yes, backline access. Yes, you can control something like Yone or Seraphine in one spot, but there is still Poppy. As long as she's standing before you, if you're not finding a flanking maneuver, it's going to be very hard for you to execute that champion.
Poppy top.
Oh my... Oh, but she... Why do you... Okay, now it's even worse. She counters Camille on the top lane.
Yeah, I was going to say it could be even be
Poppy
a Poppy support because you have the Samira, so you're going to block the Samira. There's a lot of AD on that team, which means that Sarah needs to do a lot of AP damage. But if it's going to be a Phoenix standstill deal, you can kind of spread that damage across.
Wait, is it locked? Oh my gosh, she's locked! Okay, call trouble, somebody. Okay, wait.
Confusion of the highest order right now. Poppy support. Renekton versus Camille top. I love this matchup. If Aragon was here, Aragon that worked with us on Division 1, he works for LEC as well, is a Renekton connoisseur. And he would be thriving with joy. This cannot be it, though. This can't be it, though.
No.
No. So Fed IRL is going to be playing mid, and Denzel will be the jungler. As the Zac is going to be played as a support versus a Poppy support. It's a Shaco jungle, okay.
So Shaco jungle, and Zac still goes bot lane with
I'll
Samira
see it as soon as we
Poppy
jump in
Seraphine.
game. I'll see it as soon as we jump into game because I have nothing to say about this right now. I'll analyze raid team. Yeah, that we can look into. So a lot of fast clear in the jungle. You have priority on the adult at the beginning of the game at 8 minutes. Renekton is really good at fighting that one. It's why Renekton is so good. And with the new changes on the items, it could be good for the later on in the game. Camille's shield means nothing versus Coldemic on Renekton if he has the Fury. So that could be an interesting one to play. Vangstead probably knows this matchup really well, so I'm really interested and curious to see how he's going to pilot the Camille versus this one. But then it's confusion. So Solari, you love chaos.
I love chaos.
Take it away. It's your game. It's your game. It's chaos all across the board.
Beautiful. I am still very confused with what's going to happen in this game with all these fakes across everywhere, but come on, this is going to be a good one regardless. I don't even know where to look, to be honest, where to have my eyes set on which lane, because everywhere it's going to be interesting. Of course, top lane is going to be explosive unless Vangstead plays really, really defensively in the early game. But bot lane, look at bot lane, you have Seraphine Poppy, and you have that Samira Zac together. There is kill pressure, a lot of it. And there is a lot of poke pressure. So, come on, this can be so explosive. I want to see junglers go into the bot side as soon as possible because there could be some really heavy action. In the meantime, they're just walking around the map. But, okay. What do you expect, Shrum? What lane do you want to look at?
Oh! Bot lane. Bot lane. Because I think it's a really good shutdown from Velocity versus Find Forever and Limitless. But Find Forever is a beast, Limitless as well, so it's about taking care of the timer. Steadfast Presses is not that long, so maybe they can buy some windows to go in. And versus Seraphine, if you get the knock-up on Seraphine, she should be dead if there's no Steadfast Presses. Look at that, 20 seconds. Oof. The difference on the Elastic Slingshot, which is the E for the Zac, is not that big. And Limitless also has a cooldown that is interesting. It's going to probably
24
level that.
seconds.
Yeah, it should level that down. If you press on shift, it goes down really, really fast. Look at that. Oh, where's the cooldown? No,
It's the
no,
ultimate.
that's Let's Bounce.
Oh,
That's the ultimate, by the way. I was like 130. That was a
yeah.
debuff. But you can use the Q to proc it as well.
Uh-huh.
Oh
That's
boy.
it.
Okay. Oh, this is so
12
interesting. I don't know.
Okay. Whew, this is going to be a lot of things to unbunk here. It goes down to the 12 for both of these abilities for both of those champions on the last level, or for the shield for Poppy and for the E for Zac. Okay. So they can match up, but in the beginning, yes, the cooldowns for both of them are long. But if you're standing against Poppy, it's pretty much if you're standing against Blitzcrank, you wait for her to use that ability, and then you have 20-second window to do whatever you want on the lane. You still need to be worried about Seraphine. You need to be worried about her root, and you need to be worried about the damage and poke coming for her because it can be a lot of it. Look at Fine Forever's health bar; it hurts like crazy on the early levels, but if you time out everything correctly with level 3, you can actually even try to all in onto that Seraphine. If you manage to get around velocity, you should be good to go for a kill.
I'll make another point in the mid lane. We talked about this yesterday because Katarina was picked and Trouble got to cast it finally.
Ooh. Oh
There's
yes,
a lot of
I
CC for
saw her
Katarina.
reaction. Oh, I loved it.
Renekton has a point-click stun.
Uh-huh.
Udit has a point-click stun.
Uh-huh. Wait, what?
We lost the first blood on the top side.
What?
Velocity can stun with a point-click. And Ois has a root, which stops as well, and the ultimate. And even at all, has 2 ways of canceling Katarina. If she gets a full spin with this amount of CC, I don't know. It goes in, steadfast presses, instantly procced in. And that's the cool part of it. It can just use the Q to follow it up. Ignite is ticking, Exhaust is slowing it down, and now Samir is the one being burned away. Limitless running the cleanse, so there's not a lot of sustain on that one. We're going for the replay because how does this... How?
Yeah, what happened on the top lane? Yes, there are shields. Oh, there was the stun prop from Curl. He's already going very low, and Camille is around the wall. So even if you flash away from her, she's running Ignite as well. So you are not getting away from that, Camille. Yes, you need to try to play safely in the top lane against Renekton, but the moment, it's the same as with Poppy, with so many other things in the early game. The moment they use that crucial ability, you can go all in. Oh my god. Oh, this
But he
is
flashes
nasty.
in, gets the knockout pulse, he's in trouble, he gets the spin, he gets the win, he gets Fight Forever to kill on the bot side. 2-0 for Rising Dawn. 2-1 for Rising Dawn, apparently, as Jubal goes into the soft side to make the math a little bit easier. And all going to get the knockup. He gets it on fight IRL. The Ignite is ticking, but the true damage is not going to be enough. It's a flash for flash. And that all now loses that summon the spell. That could be a gank from the mid lane. Look at him. Denzel. Shaco.
Yes,
Look at the
yes,
Shaco.
yes, I'm looking.
He
Do
could
you
go
think
in.
He really wants to go in? He can,
He has the
but will
backstab.
he?
He has the Ignite as well. Probably about to hit the level 4. So the 2
Right.
shift poison, which is the E, will be a little
Yes,
bit
level
upgraded
4.
if he goes for
He has
that
level.
one.
He has level. He's finishing the Raptors and he can go in, but will he? I don't think so. Oh, okay,
Give him
now
time.
he can.
He's just waiting for that all.
Oh. Okay, he's
Because
not
it
seen.
all wants to clash this one. He ignites in. The box is there. He goes back and the fear will provide the kill for Fat IRL. Katarina gets the first one of the day. As the bot side is another fight. Limitless is going to spin to take that debuff. But in the end, Fight Forever is going to split into 4. Limitless is trying to buy enough time. But I don't think that's going to happen as Velocity takes the second one. This is full on chaos and mayhem. Denzel running away. Oh, the slap from the bear! There you go! The bear does it in the end. Fed IRL wants to go in, but the lethal tempo is blocked! Double kill from Jumbo. Oh, this is going to be chaotic. And 11 Limitless is going to die for some reason. We are 5 minutes in, Solari. 8 kills.
Keep going, Asherim. I don't think this is going to end anywhere soon. I don't, because look at that. Curl and Banks are still having a fight on the top, and I don't think is going to slow down anywhere soon. He has the prio. But if we're talking about prio in the game in general, wait, Find Forever, he's gonna stall that recall. Oh my god.
Another engage, but this is a support. It's going to be a slow one if he gets the kill.
Yes.
Let's go for the replay on how Udyr got 3 kills out of a sudden.
So, Denzel is here. He was not visible. He was in the fog of war. Aurel doesn't know he's here until that Ignite is broken him, until that Shaco is finally visible. He was going on the fight. Aurel, big mistake here. He is dead. Now we have bot lane. Poppy going in. He hits the wall with Limitless. Yes, Limitless avoids the root. Do we have another fight? No, we don't. Okay,
No,
good.
wait, don't we? Because there's an Ignite, there's a Vangster, and there's more
Okay.
than enough as he's going to use the X-Tech ultimatum.
Vangster!
Curl just runs away. Vangster got completely outplayed, outclassed on that one.
Don't get overexcited about getting the first blood on the top lane against Renekton. You cannot really tower dive him like that, even if he doesn't have level 6 yet. Come on, he's going to survive it. There is still that stun available, and you're going under the turret. Yes, there was a little nerf to the power of them, right? But they still hate like a truck, so you really don't want to go under them too early. Big mistake from Vangstead, unfortunately for him. But let's see how it's going to work from here, because look at that, the first Drake in the game. 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes in the game. Finally, a pretty early dragon is in.
By the way, recalling that this game is allowing Raid
Oy, oy,
to
oy.
go for the second seed if they win this one. At least a fight for that one. Rising Dawn don't need anything right now. They're locked in. The first game locked them in. So that's why they're a little bit more relaxed on this one. As Slice has been used, there's no dice because he didn't connect with any minion whatsoever. Dominus is going to be popped. The Ignite is taken. Vexted is now going to be burning, running away from the Renekton. But the Crocodile is on the hunt. He's just waiting 3 seconds to get it in. The Slice is there. Will he get the dice? Oh, Coldemic is going to be popped, and there you go. Goes down. Fresh meat is back in the menu, boys.
Come on. If it worked once, but then it didn't work once, maybe it will work in the third time. No, it's not going to. Fangstead goes down again. Yes, he was trying to buy as much time as possible. But this Renekton, with the Dominus available for him, with already the Vampiric Scepter, this is a very scary crocodile.
It is, as we say in Portuguese, crocodilo, by the way. Yeah. You
Yeah,
got it. It's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, I would like to get some words from Trouble because Fed IRL is doing a different sort of playstyle or pick on the Katarina. Yesterday, we saw the Bami Cinder with the Sunfire, which means it allows you to be way more tanky and warrior on the mist of a team like that, which is a really, really on your face team. You can proc the Sunfire. I don't think he's going for the Sunfire. I think he's going for the damage. Can you survive in the middle? I don't know.
I am not sure how good of an idea it is because the whole idea for AP assassins to go for the Sunfire is exactly to survive when you're jumping in to buy yourself some additional time before you get Zonias. Here, there is so much control available on the side of Raid. I'm not sure you'll be able to survive like Vangstead because Velocity is here and he wants to lock him down.
There's the X-Tech ultimatum if he wants to use it. But it seems like Vangstead is more than fine. The W will provide him with sustain if he's able to hit it and not put himself in jeopardy. It is 8 minutes and 50 seconds. We talked about this. This is where Renekton shines. When you get the control of the Herald, the first one being more objectively. Even Poppy went into the top. Even Seraphine is roaming. So it means that Raid are keen to take this Herald and drop in somewhere, providing with a bigger lead. There's no way Rising Dawn can fight this one.
No, they absolutely should not right now. They have to give this Herald away because yes, you don't want this to happen, but you absolutely cannot fight because of that they're actually rotating bot lane. I think they want to take the turret plates. They want to try to crack open that turret on the bot and maybe take Hoys in the meantime. Whoop!
Without Poppy, it means you have no protection whatsoever. There's the stun, there's the knock up. The let's bounce as they're going to take another one. Limitless is the one banking in. So Plates could be the target right now, as even Denzel is on the bot side. There's no dragon, 1 minute and 54 seconds. And the Herald is secured by Julbo. Look into the mid lane. That could be used right now, as Curl is going to fight Bankstead again. The Ignite is up for at least one of them. It's going to be a full-on 5 plating for no Denzel. Stepping in, gets the illusion. The Herald dies and the turret survives.
Oh,
You hits
they
away.
won't take it. They won't take the first turret. Or do they want to go in velocity like that? No, come on, they cannot follow up anymore. The bot lane turret was not taken, the mid lane as well. So, Wangstead.
We talked about this
What?
before. The shield from Camille means 0.
Okay, I have questions. First of all,
Please
how
do.
did he die that quickly? Second of all,
Renekton.
okay. Second of all, why did he jump in like that? It's brave, it's bold, it's respectable, but you already were 1-3 against Renekton so early in the game. This is maybe not the best idea, you know?
You know, Vangstead is, how how do you call him? Okay, we have a time. We have a little bit of a timing to talk about that. Apparently, as the
Okay.
game has been paused, you know Fast and Furious.
Yes.
So you know Diesel, right?
Yes.
That's Vangsted. So
Oh.
he says for my family and goes in. And it may work, it may not work. Is you flip the coin, and Vangsted
It's-
is a beast on
That
those
is going
days.
to be it's going to be beautiful regardless. Come on. Yes, even though you maybe knew he was dying going in like that, it was still beautiful, fashionable. This exact ultimatum is the very last thing he did on that top lane.
And
It
the
was
most
a show
important
off.
part is he said for family, but there was no family there. He just said for family and went in. So out of a sudden, yeah.
Oh.
By the way, that's a Blade of the Ruin King for Renekton, which
Yes.
means the W is going to apply it 4 times if you know how to proc it. So that's a little bit of a percentage HP. If there's no armor right now for Vangsted when he returns to lane, and if there's an empowered W and he can auto attack and then use the W to get the 4 proc on the blade, that's almost a death.
Exactly. Yep. I feel like right now this is almost impossible for Rangstead to stay on the top lane. I can see the idea where for Rising Dawn they're going to switch rather the top lane and the bot lane, making sure you send Samira and Zac there, maybe try for them just to do something without that Renekton if it's even possible anymore, and get your Camille to the bot lane because you need to get her to the Divine Sunray as soon as possible. And right now on top lane, I don't see it happening soon. Velocity? Ah, just walking around. Okay, so the vision needs to be put here right now because the dragon is coming up in 20 seconds. There are some blue walls already, thank you very much for raid, but almost nothing is available for Rising Dawn. They don't see the pit, they don't see anything on the river except for that bush next to the mid lane. They need more vision because they need to try to either fight for the Drake or at least understand what's going on. Whoop!
That's
Reaction.
please show your ID. You're not allowed to come in. As Fine Forever is now going to be the one in jeopardy. Denzel goes in. That's the left Lotus, but gets cancelled immediately. This doesn't mean that she's gonna stop. The Ignite is taking one more. Is not enough.
Oh,
Perfect.
17.
17. Fed IRL loses the Shumpu. And loses the opportunity as well. The flash was burned on that one as Denzel is fighting now Jubo and the Sheko is running away laughing. Another engage. And apparently
What?
didn't learn from the first time, second time, third time, and bop goes the blob.
But Irel, why are you still here? Are you really?
'Cause he doesn't
do you
have
really
flash.
Want to go for a kill like that? No, you don't, my man. You're going down instead. This is so sad on the mid lane. On top lane too. Denzel, are you? Oh my god. He's going
He's
to
trying
do
to get the
something with
timing.
this
He's trying
though.
to get the timing. He's just waiting for the shield to pop off so he can break it away. Brew. There you go.
Yo.
That is the Blade of the Ruin King. As the turret falls on the middle, it seems like Curl wants to fight this one, but he knows there's a box. The fear will take effect. He flashes in for the call.
Oh.
But the damage is just not there. And Vangsted finally gets some redemption arc on the top side. As in the bot lane, Limitless is spinning. The Devil triggers, but it doesn't seem like the Devil gets anything. As the double kill comes in clean for it all.
Okay. Will the fights ever stop in this game? Because it doesn't seem so to be honest. But top lane, Vangsted got the kill, and what's more important, he also got the champion bounty, 300 gold from that Renekton went into his pocket. So some additional money, making sure he's finally getting to his items because he's very, very behind this already completed item and completed boots for Curl, and nothing like that for... Okay, now he leaves. Nothing for that Camille. But she has an Ignite. So next time it's also going to be fine for her. And she's getting the turret blade. So getting some money. Very, very needed money. But speaking of money, or maybe just speaking in general, what do we have in the game? There is no turret anymore on the mid lane for Rising Dawn. And the Drake is still up. So there is priority for Raid to go and take it. They have Pry on the board as well. If they rotate towards it, they can go and secure it.
14 minutes in, by the way, and we are sitting at 17 kills. So if we got any sign of what we are expecting throughout the rest of this game, it means like bloodshed, and it all just takes the perfect one. 1v2, doesn't even care. Let's bounce. It's not let's bounce. It's let's get the way out of here. As Juwu is there, the last slingshot is the last minion attack. Not even close. It was single digit. I saw him recuperating or recovering a little bit. I think that was a 9 or
yes.
an 8. Not even close. Not even close, baby.
How did he do that? I mean, yeah, I know technically he jumped over the wall. They couldn't follow up. Yada yada, but come on, six
6?
HP, 6 HP. You're not supposed to get out like that. Yet you do find forever. You won my heart in this game.
The first dragon from Wraith is finally secured after they taking these amount of kills. This amount of kills. X Gate is going to be activated as we see the leads for 29 versus 23,000 gold. That's a little bit of a lead. It's almost getting into 30. So that's the difference of how much? 7,000. Yes, Salari. 7,000. Yeah.
Please don't make me do the math. Oh my god,
Death
Curl!
Lotus for
Oh.
Curl. It's going to be Vangston. It's not Fat IRL taking the kill. But hey, Katarina's getting some sort of a... Oh, straight up for Nashers. Not even the Mythic.
Oh,
Okay.
she's going straight up for some additional damage, jumping into the enemies. And actually, after Nasher, she can still go into the Sunfire, making sure that she survives in the fights, jumping into the enemies. Or if enemies jump into her, looking at you, Errol, mostly. He is going to keep doing that.
Oh, look at the gold difference in the mid lane, though.
I mean, you can see it already in the itemization difference between them. Oh my
And
god,
the
what's going on in the
jungle.
jungle?
Well,
I know
that's
what's going
Udyr.
on, but
Udyr farms,
yes.
yeah.
He
That's,
farms. He also takes the kills, 4 of them to be precise. A massive champion
Yeah.
bounty on his head right now, but still, that's a very big difference.
Velocity is just cruising about, getting a vision for his team as they're trying to fight for the second Herald. The Renekton buff is still in effect, although there's a Divine Sunder for Vangsted if they want to fight. Herald is on the bot side, doesn't have TP, but they'll put that T2 in jeopardy if they do so. That is not an objective they can afford to fight for now, as Stridebreaker is going to be the Mythic. Limitless is now getting completely shredded by that Blade of the Ring King Renekton. Not a pretty sight if you're an AD carry, as the bot side is going to be Fred IRL getting burned by the Ignite, fight forever, running again. This is just like a replay from the previous one.
Oh my god,
That's
he's gonna
his
get
shield.
it.
Yet again, how can you survive 2 times with no HP whatsoever? As Denzel gets knocked against the wall, the song is beautiful, and both of them are going to be locked in. Might as well kill both Shaikos and be done with it. As the inhibitor turret is falling at 17 minutes in.
Are we seeing a 20-minute game? Because it looks like it. Raid don't want to stop here. They have the inhibitor open, and I think they really, really, really want to take it. In the meantime, Errol is doing things on the bot lane. Oi, 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 fine forever. Be careful, because that lady still wants to sing at you, and you will not like the song, I'm afraid.
Renekton on the back line, taking Vangsted away from this one. The top laner is not even able to fight IRL. Wants to go in with the Death Lotus, but I don't think he's allowed to do so. Renekton has the stun-in ready for him, as the wall is going to provide for them. The blobs are on the floor, and they're being popped one by one. Fat IRL is going to jump in, gets the reset, gets the knockup, and here comes it all yet again on the Yone. He's just too powerful. He's just too good. It's a double kill. This could be the game. As Jubal, look at him. Look at him running. He goes in again. And Dizzle is forced to just back away. The Shaco doesn't stand a chance. He doesn't care about turrets. He doesn't care. This should be a trailer for the playoffs, and this is just a bloodbath.
Oh, I love it. Oh my god, I love games
I'm afraid
like
of you.
that. You don't have to, don't worry.
No, I am.
Okay, fine, maybe.
Okay, what can we expect from this? This seems one-sided, and it seems like it could be wrapped up in 5 minutes.
Make it 2.5? 1.5?
We heard
make it a
production saying
20-minute
2
game.
minutes.
Yes, I'm voting for 2 minutes as well. I mean, there is nothing on the map to fight for right now, just to go forward for raid, and just to keep pushing, and just to force the fights. And if they're forcing a fight, they're winning a fight, because they're ridiculously ahead of everybody from Rising Dawn. So they go in, they win it, and they take the game. Easy as that.
Katarina still with only 1 item, getting the amplifying tome. That Dark Seal is kind of lonely. No number on it.
Aw.
So far, it has been kind of sad. If you look into it all, he's not playing around. Bami
No.
Cinder, Depth Stance, and double Cloak of Agility means that he's on He's sitting on 100 critical strike. I don't know. Let's test it as they try to force this fight. But IRL is trying to look for the window, but it's closed. It's broken. It's devastated. Banks gets an early recall by Poppy. But they need to just get out, make way for the Kings. As Wraith is fighting to go on to the top 2 seeds. We still have to see that one happening today, as we have a few more games throughout this day to decide the top 2.
Yeah, I'm afraid even if you don't make the way for the Kings, they're going to make the way for themselves without any help from you.
Understandable,
Because they're
yeah.
just going and they're taking everything that is on the map, except for the top lane, but you don't need to worry about top lane anymore. You're just taking everybody from the enemy team, and they're Nexus too.
They're taking the inhibitor, they force yet another fight. IRL is going to die instantly. Doesn't even get to proc the Death Lotus. Talking about spinning, it seems like Limitless won't be allowed to spin anymore on this game. Adol is on the front line, he doesn't even care. This Yon is way too powerful right now. Gets the cleanse on that one. Vangster wants to engage, but it's not allowed as the steadfast presence is going to deny him of that experience. Is going to deny him of that feeling. Is going to deny him from playing this game as the turrets are going to be brought down to the ground. Only one last remain. 25 minutes. No, actually 25 kills. 20 minutes as they're looking for 30 kills right now before 21 minutes. Stop! What are you doing? Fire IRL wants to go in, gets the Shumpo, the double one, but the double kill is there. 29 kills in 21 minutes. That is a speed run if I've ever seen one.
Speed running to the victory, indeed. Ray just went into the game and they were like, okay, we're taking this one. We don't really have too much time, so let's make it quick.
I guess so. I guess so. There's not much to say, which means the Raid Gaming are now 11-7. The light side still have to play today, and I would like to know more information about that as we move along into the brackets. But before we talk about that, let's jump into the interviews and understand what happened for this game. I'll see you soon. Don't skip a beat.